Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Hey, welcome to the PO Show here in Hollywood, California. Now, this is the time you guys all been waiting for. I mean, I have these street artists that are effing amazing. I try not to swear, but you can because it's internet. Anyways, okay, so let me start because I totally left my notes somewhere. I have them. I have all these, but not what I need. Okay, so I recently went, as everybody knows that's a fan of the show and of the cause, I went to London recently for Illustrated 2015. Are my boobs in? Okay. Illustrated 2015. It's a street art illustration show. Anyway, in East London, which I getting choked up about. I totally fell in love with. Oh my gosh. I've been to London quite a few times, but this area of London, it did it for me. Okay, so anyway, that is where miraculously I met this person. His name is Danny. And Danny was doing this presentation on street art, which totally blew me away because it's exactly what I talk about in creativity here on just about every show and the shows, the productions I've done in the past. So Danny, for one thing, we had a mutual Facebook friend, which was weird, which is Bo Stanton. Hi, Bo. You'll be on here soon. And then we started talking, and Danny was going to be in LA to be at Finbarr show at the C.A.V.E Gallery and at the Low Bros at our beloved Think Space. So we have those two amazing street artists that are going to be here that Danny is coming from London to support, and I have him on the show. Along with others, his whole, okay, anyway, so before I get into any more of this, this is about street art equals urban art, and we're going to show that video to introduce and just kind of show you a little bit more what we're talking about, the importance of this in expressing creativity and in just bringing color to the world and making things a better place. Okay, go Jake!
Yeah.
Beautify Earth has the intention of ending neglect. It's about getting people to take responsibility for their communities and going out there making a difference. There's really no reason for a neglected wall. There's properties out there that are worth millions of dollars, and a can of paint is $20, and for some reason or another, that math just doesn't work for many of these landlords and business owners out there, and our goal is to make it strikingly obvious of the economic impact and how valuable and beneficial something like this is for businesses. Every wall we painted, a business has seen an increase in revenue. We've seen new businesses come into the area when we cluster them together. The results are obvious and they're powerful. I'd say if you want to sponsor a wall or sponsor a city, get in now, because it's going to be a different world soon, and now you have the opportunity of seeing where the change is going immediately. You know where it's going, there's nothing hidden. Sponsor a wall, we get the wall done. And you get to be the creator and the person responsible for making that happen. So get involved, volunteer, sponsor, and just be part of your community. Be part of the planet.
swirly red. My eyes are shutting down. And can you see the sweat? It gathers like your frown. I once lit up your world. You call me little sun.
Okay. Was that amazing? Do you agree?
It's a start.
Thumbs up. You know what? And you guys can call in and you can talk to any of us and tell us what you think. Or, of course, you can reach me on just about any social media, Facebook and Instagram. And I think Facebook and Instagram is Hollywood PO SHO. That's POSHO, no W. It's PO SHO, faux show.
How do you call in? What's the number to call in?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I was going to get to that. It's
you.
actually 1-855-TRV in LA, right?
Word.
T Radio V, so TRV in INLA for Los Angeles, or it's right over there, 855-878-4652. So definitely give us a call if you want to enter into this conversation, or if not, if you're watching it now, live or later, it's totally fine. But you can talk to us later too. Okay, I'm going to introduce one of my first guests, Danny, the one I was talking about, Danny Wood.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. Talk right into the mic.
Yeah.
And so, okay, it was so bizarre, right? The connection, because do you remember? Because I was actually, Danny was doing a presentation at this show in London, and he was up on stage doing this presentation and doing the slideshow, and I was trying to get every bit of it. I had my what did I have? I had my
camera. Your iPhone. You were trying to snap.
No, it wasn't an iPhone. It was my GoPro.
Yeah.
I had my GoPro all over London. So I have my because that's it. That's all I got. I didn't have Zippy. Okay. So I have my GoPro, and I'm trying to get all this. And Danny, after he says, I could totally send you that slideshow.
No, I was like, who is this crazy lady walking around the screen trying to like video the slideshow? You can just have the slideshow.
Of course, it's got to be it's got to be an American, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So that was in London. I was doing a presentation, as you say, Illustrated 2015, and I was told just to freestyle street art in my life in it, and started off with nothing 2 years ago, and then built a network of friends around the world.
And a big network of friends,
it's pretty
correct?
huge. And we were saying only yesterday, we were sat in a house with all the friends for Fin Show.
I actually
tonight,
saw that.
And there was me, a couple of guys from New York, a couple of guys from Denver, Cincinnati, and I was like, how do we even all know each other? Yeah, we just sat in the room, and so-and-so knows so-and-so, and it's just like interlinks in very, very small world. Once you know one person, and you've got like managers, curators, charity workers, a complete mix, photographers, everything, and it all just
like
kind of runs together.
And you have it's like you have friends in every country.
But it's about the cause. It's about freedom of expression and getting and making the world a better place. It's all for everybody. From what I got out of that show, which was amazing, because like I said, I've been to London before. It was not this London at all. I don't know if I'm just naive, but that particular area was so creative and so artsy that it blew me away. It was so much in alignment with what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I mean that's Brick Lane is the arts district of LA. Yeah, it's what everybody knows from around the world. It's where everyone goes. But like anything, it's been there for a number of years now. It's saturated. The work isn't as good as it used to be, so people are moving out. Yeah, the Bethnal Green, Camden, the other places in London, and it's starting there. So
it is started in Camden.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably going to be a better place.
Yeah. It moves out. Everywhere has its time, doesn't it? You know.
Oh no, for sure.
What about here? So.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I mean, yeah, this medium. I mean, this having muralism is. It's
okay. We're gonna talk to you. This is what do you want to go by?
Zippy.
Zippy.
Whatever.
This is the weird thing about trying to. I totally stalk everybody. So trying to stalk people for the show, I'm like, okay. Well, there's not very many photos of the person. The names are weird. I mean, typically in street art, right? Because there's that do you know some weird numbers and letters? No, I have no idea who that is. I really don't. It's not. I'm kind of naive. Not that I don't support street art, because I totally do. I think it's amazing. Okay, so tell us a little bit about what you do as far as. In general, because I know you're a videographer, but beyond that, like as in connection with street art too.
Yeah, I think my day job is I'm a location scout for films and for whatever.
Here in LA.
Exactly, yeah. And so, my job is to drive around and take photos And I've just seen the landscape change, and I've seen the techniques improve, and seen these artists emerge, and yeah, and I think LA. I mean, there's definitely no shortage of walls. And no shortage of places.
There's definitely not, especially on the 101. Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's so.
Did you guys check out the one? What do you think about the 101? Because the 101 where there's the children playing basketball on the highway, which I totally don't get.
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
It could be.
What is that about?
Yeah.
Why is there that?
Well,
why are the children on the 101? They shouldn't be there.
It could be. It could be.
Does it bug you?
Well, no, not at all. I think that's a Kent Twitchell. It might be a Kent Twitchell mural. He's one of the videos that I sent over. I don't know if it's going to be on today's program, but there's an artist named Kent Twitchell.
I don't think that one's on here.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I do have two of your other ones.
Yeah, but he is he's kind of like the godfather of muralism in LA.
And he's the one that did that. The children.
He's done a bunch. He's done like the ones like over. I mean, a bunch of ones downtown, but over off the one like the 110, the one of the symphony, the orchestra.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And he did one of like Steve McQueen. I mean, he's done. The city of LA is actually investing a ton of money.
It's getting better.
In restoring his murals. So I think LA is really trying to become like a hotbed, a place where where international artists will come and be welcomed.
So you think it's getting better?
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, I mean, like on the government level, there's there's programs in place, especially in the arts district, where if you have, let's say you have a business and you want art, you can actually get a tax deductible donation. You allow you offer your wall for a mural, and you can get a donation up to like $5,000 just for loaning your wall.
That's from my understanding, it totally makes sense to me. And if I had a big building, I would totally have somebody paint it.
Yeah.
It helps with their commerce, right? It brings people in.
Oh yeah, I mean exactly. It keeps the taggers. I mean, you're either gonna tagging is not gonna stop.
Yeah.
But if you can adorn your exteriors with a mural that the taggers respect, then you're saving all the money that you would be spending on painting over the tags.
So for the audience, so just there's a difference, of course, everybody should know this. So there's a difference between a graffiti artist per se or a tagger as opposed to a street artist, or basically somebody said that I can't remember in these piles of paper, but the definition of a street artist is someone that paints on the street on street buildings,
like a muralist. and actually like I think that is a good point of conversation.
It totally is.
That what even street art, I mean, that's why I think there needs to be a term for like what Finbarr does, what Angelina does.
He actually coined it urban art, and I think that's absolutely perfect. Okay, Courtney Carter.
Yeah.
How do you play into this whole mess?
I fell into the street art world like 2 years ago. I saw it all over Melrose.
Oh my God, my phone is totally okay.
Who was that?
Sorry.
It could be.
It's a no.
Was
no
that a
caller
caller?
ID. I'm gonna answer that.
Is it somebody that wants to talk to us?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it would be that would go through
Okay.
him.
All
That
right.
would go through Jake. Okay. So anyway, Courtney.
I'm a little curious about that call.
I'm not.
Anyway, so I fell into it like 2 years ago, and then now I work with a street artist and kind of like help manage.
And who is
assist
she?
Christina Angelina.
And we have some video of her.
Are you
I use
Yeah,
that.
She's insane. She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay, so
A
tell us a little bit.
beast.
Tell us a little bit about that.
She does a lot of stuff in LA, but she also travels outside. She just went to Reno. She was in Tokyo, Berlin. I think we have a video too.
Yes, we do.
But more importantly, like I think art is really important, not just in cities, but off the beaten path in places that aren't really touched by art.
And we're going to talk about that in a second
Okay.
because what we're going to do right now, because time is flying by as it does, we're going to show the video on Finbarr, the Magnificent Seven, and then we're going to talk about Finn extensively, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Word.
Okay. So go, Jake. Go, Jake. Go.
Fuck off, Carter.
We heard that.
Whatever.
That's okay. We had to show the credits. Okay. Welcome back. If you guys want to talk to anybody here or have something to say about street art, aka urban art,
Muralism.
Whatever
what we're calling
word.
it.
Is that what you're
Muralism.
calling muralism?
I mean, there needs to be a new term. Street art can be paste ups. Street art can be, it can be stencils. Muralism is what Finn does, and muralism is what Ange does.
You know what blows me away about what these people are doing is that this is on such a ginormous scale. I mean, I do art. I'm an artist, but seriously, I can't even fathom doing something like on the side of a building and having it look like a person or have it have some kind of. I can't even do that. There's no way.
There's so many different styles in terms of like stencils,
I know,
doing
for sure.
grids, doing paste ups like you just said. So there's completely different ways of how you would.
That's why
doing outlines. So what's a projector,
Yeah.
and then going freestyle. Some people would say projectors, stroke stencils are cheating. You speak to a stencil artist, and I live with one, and you see how much work they do behind the scenes, and you appreciate it. I mean, you could sit here and ask 100 different people what street art is, and you get a different answer every time.
And you know what? We have to have 100 different shows on this subject because it's like the coolest. Because I've talked to a lot of people after I got back from London about this particular subject, and they're like, "Oh my God, street art. That is." And I'm going to use that term just because that's familiar. That's where it's at. This is the cutting edge. I really do believe that in illustration. That show we're at.
Yeah.
I know it's probably not as big in London now, is it? But I mean, especially here. No, I would.
No, I think this comes. Some people, especially the people from London, some people say it's one of the street art capitals of the world. And as soon as you come to LA, you see how big it is, how big Los Angeles is compared to there, because there's still this barrier about the size of the buildings. I could count the murals in London, and when I say mural, I mean 2-3 stories high, 20 meters wide, on two hands.
No, I know.
Come here,
for sure.
and I've seen like 20, 30 already. I've only been here,
And they're impressive.
and they're great because there's bureaucracy from the authorities and stuff about you can't have it in here. Seems to be a lot more relaxed in these places like Montreal. There's
Well, I think
so
it's
much more.
like Zip said. I think it's starting to become more acceptable here, right? So you're like, okay, wow, we're about art now. I think LA is the art capital of the world shortly.
I mean,
I really do-
it's
no,
one
I
of them.
really
I
do
don't
think
know.
that.
It's one of them. I think
One of them.
Berlin's incredible.
Yeah.
Lisbon
Oh, yeah. We can
Lisbon
talk
is
about that.
incredible. Lisbon, I think, will be one of the places where really interesting stuff comes. But yeah, I think when there's an opportunity that for to engage business owners and artists,
No, for sure.
then why not?
Okay, we want to talk about Finn. Who wants to talk about Finn? We all want to talk about Finn.
I'll go.
Come on, Danny,
I'll
talk
go.
about
Okay.
Finn.
Okay, so obviously it's Finn's solo show tonight at C.A.V.E Gallery.
Please go.
What's it called?
Go.
Abbot Kinney, is it?
Yeah, Abbot Kinney.
Courtney?
Abbot
Yeah.
Kinney. I have the
Okay.
address actually.
So,
Let me give him the address. Hold on.
shameless-
1108.
Yeah, it's 1108 Abbot Kinney.
Shameless plug from 6:30 C.A.V.E Gallery. Get
There's
your
no
backsides
shame in it,
down
man.
there.
His show's beautiful.
And it's on for 1 month, I believe. But
Everybody's got to go.
We saw the
Especially
work
tonight. That would be great.
We saw the work in there, and it's extensive and amazing and quality. So I met Finn a couple of years ago through a mutual friend in my gym who said, "Oh, you're just starting out in the street art scene. You should go and speak to Finbarr." And I didn't know anything at this time, and I went and spoke to him for an hour. And then didn't see him again for 2 months, seen him in a bar. And since then, he's become kind of a mentor to me, telling me what to do, what not to do.
Yeah.
I've learned so much from him
incredible.
and met a lot of people through him. So that's how I met Zippy, because we went to, I was going to Berlin with Finn to paint. And Zippy,
How
the
weird is that?
crazy-
That's how you
yeah,
met Zippy, and he's
yeah.
from Ireland originally.
Yeah. This is what
And then London, and you met him through Zippy in LA.
Yeah, no.
Dude,
I met Zippy through Finn.
Oh, Zippy through Finn,
Yeah.
okay.
So I went to Berlin with Finn, and then I met Zippy.
That was pretty epic.
Was that 2014 or 15?
That was last
last
September,
September,
dude.
dude.
Last September.
Okay,
That's
cool.
all it is. So I've only known you for
Yeah.
less than a year.
my
Yeah,
God.
we get our matching tattoos.
But we speak every day now,
I
yeah?
saw
that.
And we're going to get another matching tattoo on tomorrow, Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's because you're a magical creature. Duh.
No.
You are. Come on.
Anywho, yeah, no, back to Finn, please.
Okay,
Yeah,
back to Finn.
he'll be mad if
Yeah,
we
I
don't
mean,
talk about him.
I got asked to do a quote for. He asked me to do a quote the other day for a magazine for him, and I said, what did I say? It was a couple of
cool.
sentences, and I said, he's kind of a mentor to me. Like, I mean, I have a thing for geishas anyway. I've got like 8 tattooed on my body, so that works. You know,
Can we see him?
Yeah, we can do that after the show.
Can we do it now?
Dude, come on, bro. Show your
Come
shit.
on!
Well, there's-
Don't be
Okay,
shy.
come on,
There's
come
one.
on. Did you get this? Get
there's
it.
two,
Yeah.
Dave Navarro will appreciate this.
there's 3, there's
Yeah.
4,
Yeah. Work it, own it,
Whoa.
own it.
5,
Okay.
The other ones up here, I can't get my
You gotta take your pants off.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Oh, yes, you can. You have to do it from
No,
the top,
drop
though.
your- drop
top
your-
down, top
Take
down.
them off. Take them off, Danny. Take them off.
Take them off.
Take them
I
off.
did. Yeah, I don't know. I lose count.
You know
of
Kat
what I've
Von
got.
D's been in this room.
Yeah.
Did she take
I
off her
can't-
pants
I
too?
can't-
I don't
I can't
know.
show that. I can't show that video at work now because I've got tattoos out. I live a double life between
Yeah.
work and.
No, you just
street
can't
art.
show them at work. That doesn't mean you can.
No.
You can't show
That
them in
doesn't
your
mean you
private
can't take your
life.
pants
Yeah.
off.
Hey?
Yeah.
Hold down, Courtney.
They don't
hold
want to
down,
see your
hey?
sex videos either. It's
We
really
can,
fun.
we can deal with that later, Cece.
Oh my
Who
god.
just snorted?
Who snorted? Somebody snorted! Yay! Snort's always good.
Oh god.
Okay, so Tal Zips, what do you have on Findak? Let's get the dirt
Dude,
on him.
yeah,
What's
he's
the dirt? There's
he's
no dirt,
incredible.
right?
He's literally my litmus for like a quality person. Like, you know, like
he seems it.
Yeah, I met him through Ange. It was actually
Angelina Christina.
yes.
Sometimes
yes.
I call her Christina Angelina.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, yeah,
No, it's
yeah.
Christina
You too?
Angelina, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is
They
it?
always ask, they're like,
I
is
never-
it really?
Yeah.
Which
I
one's
know that.
first? So it's Angelina, Christina,
Christina Angelina,
I always
Yeah.
call her Angelina.
I
I'd
know,
say
and that's
Yeah.
what you were posting. I'm like, wait, am I totally wrong?
If you're-
You're trying to-
if-
No
if
one's
you're
ever
in-
corrected me.
If you're in the inner circle, then it's
All
Angelina.
right.
Yeah.
Shall I just take a
You're
step
in the
back?
inner circle. That's why I call it that.
Oh my god, don't make me snort again.
You can totally start
No.
a T Radio view. This is
Yeah,
good.
so no, I met Finn.
We don't censor that out.
Yeah, he was actually painting with Ange, and they had
And where were they?
prints. It was downtown. Yeah, they
In
had
LA
some
here.
prints. Yeah, they had some prints that our mutual friend Brett, he'll be here tonight. Start Vault. If you guys haven't checked out his work, he's incredible. Yeah, so we had to drive down and pick up some prints for a show that Ange and Finn had done together. And yeah, so we had 2 hours in the car, stuck in LA traffic, of course.
LA, really?
Yeah, I know. LA to San Clemente. And yeah,
San Clemente?
that's where Brett Start Vault is based.
Oh, seriously, I'm in Laguna.
yeah.
I come
so-
here every weekend.
Oh,
wow.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Laguna Beach.
Yeah, so-
that's right south of me.
Yeah, no, it was like it flew by, you know, and so yeah, during that 2 hours, you know, we got to cover everything. You know, it was just like talking to somebody that I, you know, an old friend or a family member, like, and since then, yeah, literally, like, he's introduced me to so many incredible people. We traveled in September, part of this, you know, this.
In the Berlin.
Yeah, the Berlin trip was that. Yeah, me and Finn went to Rome together. He painted in Rome. Yeah, he's just
Okay, this is the perfect segue for the Berlin Rising.
Yeah,
Can you get that up, Jakey?
yeah. Let's do it.
I really love going to unique locations and finding beautiful structures that already exist, adding to an already beautiful thing in an already beautiful landscape for no good reason except that I like to do that. I would say that my work is always evolving, but it's figurative. Lately it's been mostly figurative portraits of women. With a lot of bones and skulls. I mean, I think that my fascination with those elements has to do with a lot of things. Maybe it's that these characters are not afraid of, like, death or the natural world. The collaborations have definitely taken me to some amazing places, like with the work, and then also with my experiences with these other artists and these artists as people as well. They've all been phenomenal. Sometimes we have like threads of what we've been doing that come into, like, that we know we want to bring into a new wall, but we always want to keep changing it. But yeah, it comes together organically, and then we also allow for the environment and the place to kind of dictate some of what will happen with the piece. I guess I would hope that any viewer that would come across my work would be inspired by it and feel like a sense of strength and maybe a connection to something mysterious that would also be exciting and inspiring. not been to Berlin. This will be my first time. I hope they like me. I mean, Berlin has an incredible history when it comes to art. It's combining an incredible lineup of artists with an incredible location that is somewhat unknown, and it's giving all of these artists the chance to beautify this place that has an interesting history. It is a coming together of so many different artists and do something that people will take notice of. And that, I mean, that is taking a place that, you know, that was a symbol of division and turning it into a symbol of unity. I wouldn't be going from Los Angeles to Berlin to participate in this event if I didn't feel like it was a really incredible, unique experience that I truly wanted to be a part of. With this particular event, I'm really excited to have the chance to kind of rewrite history with color and change things.
Thank you. We just had a champagne refill. That's what the thank you was about. Can everybody hear that on air?
Yep.
Okay.
Ciao,
Okay, so what do you think about that? Okay, now, you know what? Who wants to talk about Berlin? And like she said, taking a city that was destroyed a few times, just completely destroyed, and putting paint on it, who was the guy in the very first video? I'm so sorry.
What's that? Yeah. That's Evan Meyer, and that's a group called Finbarr.
Okay, so like he said, a can of paint to make things better, and that's really a beautiful thing in artist eyes anyway. Paint's amazing. Okay, so let's talk about Berlin.
Okay, so I started going to Berlin 2 years ago. And
Condensed.
I went to one gallery owner, got friends with them, and all of a sudden, like we just said, it blew up, and I know all the artists in Berlin. Slim came over with me, Zippy came over with me, and Finn last September, and then we kind of started working on a project in a big abandoned site, and we kept it to the only artists we know, which is quite a lot. So we took 70 artists and we kind of spread across 2 sites. We spread across
Three.
We just talked about the depression of Berlin and everything,
Exactly,
and being
yeah.
built from the war. So there's an artificial hill called Teufelsberg. We took 70 artists to paint there. Slim's team came and filmed it and whatnot. Ange came over from LA. We took people from Israel, London, Ireland. Everyone flew out.
Lisbon.
Yeah, Lisbon. So we all painted up the derelict site. Lots of issues, but you learn by what's going on. And then Slim flew Bordallo over from Lisbon, and he painted at Urban Spree with our friend Pascal. And Bordallo has a very positive side to art that a lot of people have. He makes things out of. I'll let you take that, Zip.
Yeah, no, he's incredible. I've never seen anyone that does the work that he does, but yeah, it's all it's recycled. It's all trash. He makes these incredible installations out of garbage, and like
I know a few artists that do that, and it's an amazing.
Yeah,
it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, and so what we were documenting was basically his arrival, the time that he arrived with his collaborator. We filmed that. I mean, that documentary footage will be out, but But
we have to have you on then.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. And actually, Finn was the one that helped, help introduce him to Pascal, who's a dear friend, who owns the space at Urban Spree. And so we did an installation there. I mean, literally from the time of sourcing. And in Berlin, it's actually hard. Crazily, trash isn't possible to find because the Germans are so efficient about everything that, garbage. In LA, you could find, and it's not just, any garbage. It's large pieces of pliable materials, mostly like, plastics.
It was a car.
Yeah, car bumpers. It's quite incredible. In 72 hours, he was able to assemble this toucan.
And Berlin is really up for this. They're really supportive of the art. And why do you think that's so?
I think Berlin is a lot cheaper to live than London and a lot cheaper than Los Angeles. So
anything is cheaper to live than London. I live in Laguna Beach, which is my gosh, London almost broke me.
Yeah, my friend Nick Flatt, who's an artist as well, came over from Berlin, and he goes, "Dude, I spent all my money in the first evening. Like, how is this possible?" In Berlin,
it took me. What was it? $200? Was it $200 from Heathrow to freaking Brick Lane or whatever the heck that's called. Brick Street, Brick Drive,
Brick Lane.
Brick Drive.
God, I could not get that
some more
straight.
champagne.
We're gonna have to rebrand that Brick Drive.
Have some more champagne, Pope.
It's but yeah.
I think
so
that's a problem, maybe. And the margaritas and the beer.
Oh, I love you.
a lot of the people I know who are artists say they go to Berlin because it's more efficient cost-wise.
Yeah.
The flip side of that is the buyer's market for their pieces.
Yeah.
Whereas they'll say, if you're selling in London or LA, there's a lot more disposable income to purchase that. So
Yeah.
But you can cross those borders though with art, right?
exactly. I mean, there's one
Like Finn's doing.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not cheap to fly around the world. And
It's not cheap to fly into London from America. Damn it, it's terrible. Oh my gosh.
But I mean, it takes a lot of work behind the scenes for what Finn's doing now. I mean, if you think when we did Berlin Rising, which was in March, he was preparing for this show before that.
Yeah.
So he came to Berlin as a break, and then he flew to Los Angeles.
Oh, that's super cool.
So it's about, I mean, what's in there? 12, 15 pieces?
Yeah.
And he's been
Oh,
preparing
God,
for
yeah.
5 months for this.
And he's been
Yeah.
painting this on canvas.
So yeah, I mean,
Oh,
that's-
not just
canvas.
canvas.
I mean,
like-
just painting it on.
No,
like,
no,
wall.
I can't. Like, seriously, it's really cool. Like, part of in the connection, I think, between what Bordalo's doing and what I'm most passionate about is recycled materials.
Oh, yeah,
using,
yeah.
Not just like, and you can buy a canvas, of course, but like if you can source a canvas that or
wood.
material, yeah,
Material,
it's
yeah.
called a support that has its own story, and then add your story to it. So one of the pieces that Finn's painting on right now is, or it's going to be on exhibition tonight, is actually a slab of concrete that I got in Slab City.
We're going to talk about
yeah,
Slab City.
yeah, and it's
next segment.
yeah, and in some of so I ended up like I was cool. I was texting him, pictures. Does this would this work? Because he wanted to match the mural that you saw in the video, the collaborative piece that he did with Angelina, and it was it's on concrete, and so I found some concrete slabs and.
That's interesting what you're saying about materials, because James Buller, who runs a radio show, also Vantage Point, we were in a restaurant in London, and they brought the pizza out on a wooden piece of wood.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
wooden piece of wood.
And he's goes to the owner of the bar. Can I buy that piece of wood off you? And he's like, well, no, dude, we need it. And he's like, I'll buy it off you for more than the pizza and the wood is worth. I want 3 of them to take back to Berlin to paint on.
Exactly.
And it's that mindset of like not just canvases anymore.
No, for
like
sure. No.
Anything could be a canvas, and why it's wasteful,
Okay, do you see what creativity sparks? I mean, we're like, especially starving artists, which is very common, always has been, but is common today. Okay, so we're just artists are just looking for something to paint on at this point. We're not going and buying canvas, we can't afford it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you know what, time is flying by, and I want to show this video, collabs, demo reel. Can we go right into that and give Zips a big plug?
We'll talk about we can talk about drone video.
We can talk about drones after, and we can talk about Slab City.
Yeah.
With Courtney.
CC.
please. Oh, we're on. Okay. How come nobody's called us? Are you kidding me?
What's
This
wrong
is
with
such
you
a
people?
serious, amazing
Fucked up.
subject.
It's the champagne.
They're intimidated.
No,
They
no,
are.
but you know what? A lot of people can't watch it. Like it's what time? It's Saturday, 4 to 5. Everybody's
all
like at a
good.
bar getting drunk or something.
No.
Watching the
we're-
World
we're
Cup.
at
Watching the
TV.
World Cup. Hopefully,
Are those
Women's World
those
Cup.
bottles are okay right there? Because
England-
sometimes that looks really
England women won
obscene.
earlier 2-0
Okay.
against Mexico. Ciao, ciao.
Congrats.
Okay,
you guys
so-
got one win.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks.
What are we talking about?
England
Football,
women in the
soccer.
Ah, football.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, soccer. Okay, so Zips, tell us about that footage and what goes on with that
okay.
craziness.
Well, yeah. So I'm a location scout, and
Or
drone.
beyond? Can you like go beyond that? Because that sounds like this big. I see you as like this
A
big.
filmmaker. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm a
Okay.
filmmaker. Yeah, but that's that's just how I whatever. That's how I pay the bills. Yeah, the muralism and the street art game isn't getting there yet, but yeah. So Slab City is this incredible place. It's actually the last free land in America.
150 homeless people living off the grid. I'm not saying
Yeah.
homeless. I'm saying living
they're
off
on
the grid.
They're on the grid.
They're not on the grid.
No,
Well, some of them might be.
Yeah.
No, some of them may
Wi-Fi out
be.
there and everything. Yeah.
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 It's
Well,
I spent a lot of time out there.
There's no sewer though, and there's no electricity, but you can go solar, and that's off the
have
grid.
those
no, yeah,
thermal
solar.
baths.
Yeah, I've literally, I've never felt.
Don't ruin the dream, Courtney. I'm kidding. I'm
They're
kidding.
totally off grid, man.
No, I'm ready to go off grid.
Yeah, no.
Except
it's,
then I can't do the radio show.
No, it's an incredible place. I found it, by accident. I think a lot of people find it because they saw Into the Wild, and it's Salvation Mountain is featured in Into the Wild,
that's
and
amazing.
and so yeah, I was just going to try to see that place, and also the Salton Sea is quite incredible. And so I was knocking on trailers and looking for Salvation Mountain, and
everybody's
the
your
guy,
friend.
Well, yeah, and the guy that that I was speaking to said, if you're gonna go see Salvation Mountain, you should go to East Jesus. And
Has nothing to do with God or Jesus.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
No.
I
It's
said
definitely.
God.
It's
I don't
a
know
little
why I
bit of
said God. That's kind of irrelevant.
No, it's a
God
little
is
bit-
there.
It's a little bit of ironic.
Jeeves isn't there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an ironic title, but yeah, he said take a left at the shoe tree, and then you'll
shoe
find
tree's
East
great.
Jesus. And
We
sure
are high
enough,
at the time.
Did you find?
We are
did-
high. Take a left at the shoe tree.
no, literally, there is a shoe
It's
Yeah,
just
tree.
shoe
Parsley
tree.
Yeah, it's
And
just
you found Jesus there.
I found the Easter. Yeah, well, I found I found salvation. Yeah, no, it was literally like it's one of the most inhospitable environments, and yet I've never felt so welcomed. East Jesus is we could spend a whole show talking about it.
I know,
but-
and we
but
will.
it's
We're
but
going
it's-
to. No, we're totally going to.
Yeah.
Okay, but right now I want to show a video. What is it?
Christina Angelina.
Yeah, but what is it called?
Kinetoscope.
Kinetoscope.
Yep.
Cool.
Angelina Christina is what I have.
Because
Pay
You're,
them-
you're an insider. You're on the ins.
Right.
And then we'll talk more about it.
I'm
Go, Jake, go.
serious.
You show me there's something more to us than the same old thing. No usual affair. I would never dream of your love till you take me there. Till you take me there. Oh, baby, you got more love to give, baby. Oh, baby, you got more love to give, baby. Oh, baby, you got more love to give, baby.
Yeah, get over yourself.
Welcome back to the PO Show, Hollywood, California, T Radio V. Woo-hoo! Okay, this is super fun. Now, wasn't that amazing? Okay, everybody's got to go there, and we have this amazing Courtney Carter that's going to talk a little bit about that experience, being there and being a part of of this whole world.
Scope.
Yeah. So
Tell us, talk.
I will. We went out actually with Finn Doc, who's Finn Doc, whose show is tonight.
Oh, Finn Doc, Finbarr Doc.
Taking a look at my accent so much. That's why.
Every time I put this mic closer, she moves back.
All right. So Into the Wild, as you referenced, they have an annual talent show. We went out with Finn 2 years ago.
Finn Doc?
Finn Doc.
Finn Doc is Ireland?
Oh, all right.
What?
Oh.
What's going on? What?
I was trying to get you to move that bottle.
Oh, I know. The bottle's awful, right? Because sometimes it's like right in your mouth, and that looks really bad. Why do we have so many bottles, and what's going on over there? You started again. This is great.
It's been a crazy 45 minutes for these bottles. Champagne.
Is that okay? Is that okay over there? Okay.
So we went out 2 years ago with Finn. We saw the talent show. It was wild. Actually, in Slab City, we kind of brushed over it, but there's all
talent
sorts.
show meaning what?
They have like
the
everyone.
range.
The range. Everyone comes out and
Incredible.
like does whatever they want, pretty much at any point in time.
Oh
and
my God.
there's hippies running around, and there's dogs.
What are you
running
trying to say?
freely.
No, it's you have to
I'm
go.
from
There's convicts come out there and just like squat and live.
Squat?
No, but it's
Okay,
very well.
listen, this is like the craziest part though. Well, first we'll go with the kinetoscope. We went out there and we were looking for something to paint because Salton Sea essentially is like an abandoned area because it's post-apocalyptic pretty much because
Yeah.
Salton
Well, the
Sea is full of radiation.
Well, yeah, it was created by accident.
Yeah,
and it's evaporating.
Shit went wrong.
Nothing can survive there except for tilapia, and
Yeah.
that's it.
So
Over the past like 40
then?
years, like
Why are we going there again?
no, you gotta see it to understand it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Danny's gonna be a bit glowing going back to
I
London.
mean, yeah, we
Wondered
sucked
what
in a lot of.
Yeah.
a lot
Okay,
of
fine, don't go.
radiation.
Yeah, don't-
it changes you. it
Don't
changes
trust
you.
me. It's
you.
It definitely fucks with your chi. But
Your
like,
chi.
when we saw this crazy tank when we were driving by up to the range the second time this past year, and Angelina was looking for a new place to paint that was kind of out of the ordinary, and I was like, why don't you paint this tank? And she was like, I've seen it, I thought about it, and I was like, we should go in for a closer look. And we, thank you, we got in there and cheers. No, we got up there and we ended up finding the tank which she's just painted like the past month, and then this circular sort of like
The inside of
water
it?
tank.
Was it
yeah.
the inside of it? The
Yeah,
same
there's
tank?
there's two tanks that she's painted.
It's
Oh,
an
there's two
abandoned.
different-
Just so
two
we
different tanks.
just so we know what
It-
Slab City is. Let's
yeah.
define it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's define
It was a military base.
Exactly.
And the slabs are concrete slabs that's left over. You know,
Yeah,
it's
they
an abandoned
just-
military
they
base.
evacuated
that they were
it.
going to take out.
Yeah,
What's
but
that?
they didn't. They were
Yeah.
only there for 4 years, and they saw no point in like putting the money into to clearing it up.
Yeah.
So this dude was squatting in it, and he had a ton of trash.
Like squatting to be?
Yeah.
Okay,
permanently.
anyway.
Probably
No,
those.
yeah. He said he was meditating in it for like probably a year before we came with a Darth Vader helmet on every day. Like he said he was visualizing like a peaceful a peaceful area like filled with blues because it's in the middle of the desert. And she actually used blues.
She did it, yeah.
We only
She
knew
did
that
blues.
afterwards. Yeah, when I was asking him in an interview,
Well,
I
that's
was like,
great in
Wasn't
the
Fred
desert.
Sock?
It was
Yeah.
great
Was
in
this
the
Fred
desert.
Sock? No.
What?
This
No,
wasn't Fred
this is
Sock.
not Fred Sock. He's crazy though. So they're all crazy. We're all crazy.
I love her sound effects. She's going to be on every show.
She's
She lives
great.
here. You say that now. She'll be here
Zippy.
every week.
Go
She'll
on,
be outside
Carter.
the studio. All right.
Carter.
Easy.
Carter, go,
Sorry.
Carter.
So it was Alex who did the lettering,
Oh, yeah.
Angelina and I, and we made like this pulley with buckets. It was filled with sand. It was filled with all this trash, and we like blood, sweat, and tears for a full day. Because when we work for like 12 to 18 hours. If it's Angelina, 24 hours straight.
Yeah, she
48
doesn't
hours straight.
sleep, it's
She doesn't
insane.
sleep. We were out there sleeping in a truck, and then but for some, it was just really important to us. And every time that she's done a piece out there, it's been on a full moon too, which I think is interesting. So it was full moon in Leo. And
the blue.
yeah,
That's the, yeah,
creativity,
Leo.
beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
The second one was full moon in Scorpio.
Well, that's
that
just
was
as
pretty
just as
intense.
gnarly. That's
Yeah,
just more
it was
emotional.
Real gnarly. But yeah. So that all went down, and I had been talking about Nat Geo with Alex for several times. Like the week before it, he kept showing me pictures of Nat Geo.
Nat Geo's National Geographic.
National Geographic, yeah. Their
you're an
Instagram. He'd be
outsider.
like, "Look at this," and I'd be like, "Yeah, like we should do something with Nat
Okay, so
Geo."
tell us about that. Because this is gonna like end super
I'm quicken,
super
I'm
soon.
quicken. So we're painting, and there was a rave randomly the same week that we decided to go out there to paint. And some dude wandered over, saw her painting, and was like, "Hey, I'm a photographer. Sorry, photographer. Photographer.
You're on fire. You're on fire, Carter.
I'm a photographer for the New York Post, so we thought he'd be in the New York Post. And then the next day, we were like sitting in the car talking about like finishing up the work. And Alex comes out to the side window and goes, "We were just posted on Nat Geo." And I was like, "Shut up, what?"
Dude, literally.
Okay,
And
so
then he was
National
like,
Geographic.
Yeah.
There was 220, like, it was posted.
It had like 220,000 likes. And we're sitting there in the car, and they're like, "I just got like 8,000 new
220,000?
followers."
Oh, yeah.
Like, like they were just sitting there like in disbelief. And we were, because what are the chances? Like, literally painting that the same
Okay,
time.
believe in creativity. Believe in social media. We have to get this like go viral. Go
East
viral with
Jesus.
anything creative. East Jesus, thank Jesus, thank Lord. Okay, that was crazy. Okay, so
It's the truth. That's how they are there.
Jake, how much time we
You
have?
fit in perfectly in
2
Slab City.
minutes. Okay, we have 2 minutes of the show left. Like I said, it goes by super, super fast. So I want to make sure everybody gets to say where we can find you. Hidden Streets of London.
Yeah, Hidden Streets of London.
You can
and
find them in LA.
Say it
if you hurry up.
clearly.
www.hiddenstreetsoflondon.com.
hiddenstreetsoflondon.com. Vindoc.
Yeah.
Okay, zips.
Yeah, www.colabs.us.
C-O-L-A-B-S.
labs.
Oh, it's dash. It's C-O-L-A-B-S
.us.
.us.
Us.
Yeah.
Us.
ChristinaAngelina.com, baby.
How do you spell it?
Oh my God. Jesus, this is a spelling bee. CHRISTINAANGELINA. Use it in a sentence.
Okay, and she goes by
Christina Angelina.
Angelina.
Dot com, come on.
Yeah, and Starfighter Studios, yo.
Yeah.
Starfighter Studios.
That's
And that's
weird.
is that the Instagram? That's Instagram?
It's she has Starfighter A, the Instagram, and then she has a
Starfighter
studio in Venice, Starfighter Studios.
Okay.
Come
And
hang
you
out.
can find this show and anything to do with this show and all of these amazing creative people at Hollywood PO Show. That's Hollywood PO, P-O-S-H-O. Well, my at gmail.com if you want to email me. Or that's Instagram, that's Facebook, it's Twitter, I think. And you can find all of these people through me. If any of these people that I've ever had on the show or ever will be on the show, you can find through me. And anybody who wants to be on the show and support creativity and be seen as the most creative individual on the planet, please let me know. Okay, we'll see you next week with, hopefully,
Lowbros.
some of these guys, hopefully, and the Lowbros, more street art. Coming to ya from T-Radio B, Hollywood, California, the PO Show. Woo!
Paulina's so hot.
Woo! Okay, cheers. Anybody get any more alcohol?
To your health. To your health.
I've drank all my champagne. It's all gone.
And mine too.
You are watching T-Radio V. Radio and TV.